Hello and welcome. My name is Anand and I'm an emotional wellness coach, and I help those with inner struggles so that they can uncover their inner richness. And you can learn more about what I do in the description box below. In today's video, I'm actually going to talk about what do I mean by uncovering your inner richness. And why do I work with people who have inner struggles? Well, in general, everyone has an inner struggle of some sort, unless you've completely reached and inner struggles don't affect you. I'm definitely not the coach for you. But if you do have an inner struggle, and they can be many and varied, over the coming weeks I'm going to talk about 6 of these particular ones and how I've worked with clients on these specific issues so that they achieve the kind of goal that they wanted to achieve. But I work specifically with inner work because I believe that this is the way of getting to the root of things. So I'll illustrate using 2 examples. The first example might be, I like to buy lots of clothes online and I spend a lot of time doing it, and it's affecting my bank account and the amount of time I spend looking at different things to buy. So that's the pain point, that's the issue. And there are 2 ways that you can there's many ways you can address it, but the common way would be, okay, well, just stop buying stuff. Save money and stop buying it. Delete all of the apps and do all of those practical things to stop that particular issue. However, you still have a desire to shop online. And so you'll use willpower, discipline, determination to make sure that you don't go on the app and you don't download the thing, or you don't buy, or you make it very difficult using very practical solutions to not buy online, but the desire is still there. So it's almost like you've cut the head off a weed, but the root is still there. In my work, we look at the desire and how can you transmute and change that desire so that the desire drops, that you are no longer pulled into buying online. And my approach definitely takes longer than, just stop going online. However, by looking at the root problem, there's no discipline required, there's no willpower required. There's just, first of all, recognizing that you have a difficulty, being that I buy too much online. The next is the awareness of the desire. How does it feel in your body? Understanding it. What is the reason behind the shopping online? So looking under the hood of the issue. And once you begin to get this understanding of what it is you're dealing with and why you're doing the shopping, something starts to naturally change. And the more you look at it without judgment, because I also ensure and work with clients that they treat this with care and compassion and at a pace that works for them. So it's not like overnight you're going to suddenly stop wanting to shop online and buy loads of things that you can't afford. It's going to be a lot slower or quicker, depending on your willingness to go and dig deep. It's entirely up to you. If you're willing to go really fast and deep and really look at the thing, you can do it in an hour. Or there may be resistance or denial, so it may take longer. It is ultimately up to you, but I go with your pace. And when you really understand, this is the desire for shopping online, this is why I do it, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't serve me, eventually something changes inside of you and the transformation happens through awareness, through understanding, through seeing, through clarity and being honest. And it changes. And suddenly the desire for the shopping online drops. And that's the magic of working with an inner struggle, working through it with understanding and acceptance without judgment, and then it drops. And then you're like, I'm no longer held by it anymore. That is the magic. That's the bit that I absolutely love doing in this emotional wellness coaching, in this inner work. And I offer 4 ways that you can approach something that's an inner struggle to uncover your inner richness. The main way is through coaching, but I also offer it through Reiki, through meditation, and through Osho Zen Tarot card readings. So you can take your pick which way you want to approach it. For me, personally, I have found that through coaching and through meditation has been the most impactful, powerful way of getting to the root of an issue. And that the Osho Zen Tarot, I often love to pull a card. It supports where I'm going. And also giving Reiki helps me relax and slow down and open myself up to my intuition. So I kind of use them all in a blended way. And what is wonderful is that when this inner struggle is transmuted and it becomes an inner richness, I've got this tool now that I can drop things using meditation, awareness, understanding. It's very empowering. And that's why I want to go to the root of things. In my own experience, in my own life, I've done it, and with my clients. And that's why over the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be sharing 1 pain point per week, and as a case study, share with you how myself and the client worked together on that pain point and what we arrived at. And that might resonate with you. And I'll close with just a caveat. Inner work is not for everyone. And my kind of coaching is not for everyone. For some people, they just want to go the route of the discipline, the willpower. And that really works for them. There are no one way that you have to do something. There are many, many approaches. I'm offering one type of approach. And if my approach resonates with you, then I'm the coach for you. If what I say really hits home and goes, yes, I feel it, yes, then I'm the coach for you. And if you want to really understand more, explore a little bit more, but without making that full commitment yet, then do book a free 1-hour insight call where you can get a taste of the coaching with me. Because, I'll explain a bit about what coaching is and answer any questions. But then we'll start coaching on that pain point you have. So you get a taste of what is it like to work with me, to see, is this woman for me? Or another way, if you want to kind of follow me or see what my way of working is and how to approach, I have a weekly newsletter called The Weekly Wind Down. And each week I'll share a meditative practice, either from Osho or some that I create myself or others I come across, and I'll always cite who it comes from. And I also talk about a thought piece for the week. So something that helps with understanding your inner self, your inner world. And whether it's sharing something of my own experience or a client, or something that I've heard somewhere, again, I'll always cite who that where it comes from. This can be another way for you to just get a sense of my work and my approach, but without making that deep dive commitment. because my way of working with clients is a slowly approach. It works really well for me. And I don't get so overwhelmed when I go slowly. And I've met many clients that are also the same, that they go, one small step at a time, but a continued regular step at a time. And they move from that inner struggle to that inner richness. And I'll just, one final closing thing. What do I mean by inner richness? It means that you connect inside of yourself and you see yourself more clearly. You are more honest, more aware, more present, and you have a lot more autonomy and self or personal power. You are no longer a puppet of your conditioning, of others, of society. You become your own master. That's what inner richness is. You make decisions from yourself. You don't hand your power over to someone else. And that gives you the courage and ability to be more authentic, to be more yourself. And from that are feelings of bliss, joy, contentment, peace. They all start to grow. And even when life throws you a curveball, and it will, and you're given a pile of shit to deal with, you have the strength and the ability to hold those strong emotions or the pain that you're feeling and still deal with the pile of shit, basically. So that's what inner richness has been for me, and it grows because the more you build this, the more you can tackle more in life. And often what I do with clients is they might sign up for a few weeks with me just to get a sense, maybe addressing one pain point. And some want to continue on, and some just do a focused period for a few weeks on that particular pain point, take a breather, and then they might work on the next issue. So if this really resonates with you, or you're thinking, I'm not 100% sure, what I would recommend and invite you to do is to subscribe and follow this channel for at least the next 6 weeks, to see what different pain points I talk about and how I've supported clients, and see, do they resonate with you? And if it's a yes, then contact me and we can work together. So I hope you have a lovely day. And if you have any thoughts or comments, do drop a comment below. Bye-bye.